Hello friends, I am Blackstar, and today we will watch a romance sci-fi movie. The name of the movie is about time. In the beginning of the story, we see a 17-year-old boy named Tim who lives in a house on the seashore in England. Everyone in his family lives happily, where his father, James, is a retired professor, and mother's name is Mary, and his brother, Uncle Desmond, who is always lost, and a sister, Catherine, whom he lovingly calls Kit Kat. Tim and his family live their life happily and comfortably, where they go to the beach and enjoy and watch a new movie every Friday. And like every year, they have a New Year party, which Tim finds boring every time, because he does not know how to mix with people. So he does not like such parties. Then one day, Tim's father calls him to tell him something which his father had told him this when he was 21 years old. And now he wants to tell this to his son, Tim. He says that after hearing this, you might feel a little strange and surprised, but it is true that all the men of this family have an ability that they can time travel and go to the past and improve their future. But Tim does not believe this, but he tells that this is true. And to do this, you have to go to any dark place and close your fist and think about that moment where you want to go. But Tim laughs it off and decides to test this ability, thinking it to be a joke. And then as soon as he goes to the cupboard and closes his fist, he travels through time and reaches the time of New Year's Eve. And coming out of the cupboard, he sees that his clothes have changed and he is completely shocked. After this, he comes down to the party and joins it. And he does everything that he missed before and then goes to the cupboard and again closes his fist and goes back to his time, after which he talks to his father, who tells him that even his mother does not know about this. And he says that you have to do time travel only to make your life better and not to get fame, otherwise you will never be happy in life and will be left alone forever, just like your grandfather and his brother. You should only use this ability to fill your life with happiness. Now, Tim needed love in his life, so he thinks of using this ability for love, and he gets the opportunity when Kit Kat's beautiful friend Charlie comes to stay at their house for a month. And one day, Charlie and Catherine are taking sunlight outside the house, and Tim was also there. Then Charlie calls Tim and says, "I want some sunlight if you apply sunscreen." Tim gets a good opportunity and quickly goes to apply sunscreen, but while applying it, more cream falls on him and everything gets messed up. But at the same time, he quickly runs home and travels back in time and comes back to the same time. And this time when Charlie calls him, he wakes up like a gentleman and comes and applies sunscreen, as if doing all this is a normal thing for him. After this, we see that everyone enjoys the summer vacation very beautifully, and all the friends spend a very good time together. And while doing this, Tim was so lost in Charlie that he did not even realize the time, and the thought of time travel also started slipping from his mind. Now, when Charlie was about to go back to her home, Tim kept stopping her from telling her what was in his heart. And when he goes to tell her this at night, she says that you told me this, I am late. You should have told me this earlier so that we could have spent the summer vacation more beautifully. Hearing this, Tim goes to the past 1 month ago and tells Charlie that he loves her. But then Charlie tells him that you should tell this when it's my last night in this house. And in this way, we both will know each other well. Now, Tim understands that Charlie never liked him, and one's mind can never be changed by time travel. And that is why he forgets his first love and she leaves. Tim wants to become a lawyer, and that is why he gets ready to go to London the next day, and his uncle gives him some money and asks him to spend it carefully. And in this way, he bids goodbye to everyone and goes to London to complete his lawyer practice. Now in London, he stays at his father's friend Harry Uncle's house. Tim starts living with a drama writer who is always angry, and he welcomes Tim to his house and shows him a room to live in. The next day, Tim goes to the place where he will get training as a lawyer, and there he meets one of his colleagues, whose name is Rory. And in this way, 6 months pass in training, but he was looking for a girlfriend. So one night, he goes to a restaurant with his friend Jay, where a blind dating game is played, and there in the dark, Tim meets Mary and flirts with her. And when she comes out, they both see each other for the first time. Mary gives him her number, and they both start liking each other, after which Tim happily returns home and comes and sees Harry, who was angry because today was the opening of his new drama, and everyone was liking his play, but an actor forgot his lines, and everything got ruined. Now, seeing Uncle Harry sad, Tim travels through time to help him and takes Harry to the place of that drama and goes to the actor who had forgotten the lines and tells him that you should remember the lines. But in the end, he finds out that the actor who forgot the dialogue was someone else. Then he travels back in time and helps the actor to say the dialogue. In this way, Harry's play becomes successful because of Tim. After this, Tim starts calling Mary, but Mary's number was missing from his phone. So he goes to the same restaurant again and asks a man there about Mary. There, he understands that he had time traveled to help Harry, so he never met Mary that evening. Now Harry was happy, but Tim was sad thinking about Mary. Then he remembers that Mary had told him that she liked a model very much. So he goes to the exhibition of that model. After waiting for a while, he sees Mary there, but when he goes to talk to her, Mary does not recognize it, but Tim talks to her for some time and asks her to spend some time with him. She agrees, and he introduces Tim to one of his friends, and then the three start drinking coffee together. He comes to know that Mary now has a boyfriend named Rupert, but Tim is not able to believe this, and after questioning him, he tells that they met for the first time at a party, after which Tim travels through time and goes to the same party where Mary met Rupert, and reaches her just in time before Rupert. And seeing Mary alone there, he goes to talk to her and takes her out of the party. After this, both of them spend a lot of time with each other, and slowly Mary starts liking him. Mary now wants to spend more time with Tim, so she asks him to come home with her, and then after coming home, both of them become very close to each other and start hugging each other. But after this, Tim feels that because it is his first time, he is not liking her. When he cannot perform well, he quickly times out the time and comes back to the same time. And this time he does it well, and this time, Mary also gets satisfied with the performance and praises his baby corn. And after that night, Tim and Mary start loving each other, and they both get into a relationship. They both start living with each other and start spending beautiful moments. Then after a few days, Mary's parents come to meet them, but Mary had not told them till now that she and Tim live together in the same house. They only know that Tim is her boyfriend, but then after talking to Tim, both of them like him. After this, we see that one night Tim sees Charlie and he goes to meet her. Charlie introduces him to one of her friends whom she calls her girlfriend, and this makes Tim think that both of them are lesbians, but nothing like that happens, and in this way they start talking. He messes things up so much that he goes into the past and decides that he will never meet Charlotte, but Charlotte sees him on her way out, and they both start talking to each other, and from here she takes Tim to dinner and tells him that I like you now and I should not have rejected you. After this, she asks Tim to drop her to her house, and after coming she invites him inside, but Tim leaves from there without going inside, and then he understands how much he has started loving Mary. He comes home and proposes Mary, and Mary also agrees to marry him. After this, Tim takes her to meet his family, and she easily mingles with Tim's mother, and Catherine is also at home, who is very happy to meet Mary. Now at dinner at night, Tim tells everyone that Mary is pregnant, and we are going to get married soon. And after hearing this, everyone agreed. After this, Tim and Mary make wedding plans, where on the wedding day, Mary decides to play the same song, which is Tim and his father's favorite song. And then they get married happily and with a lot of rain and storm. All the people whom Tim had asked to give a speech for the best man start giving bad speeches. And in the end, he travels time and asks himself to give a speech. He comes and gives a good speech, but he is not happy with his speech. So he also travels time and comes back and gives a better speech than before, and everyone likes it. After this, we see that Tim and Mary have a daughter whom they name Polly, and everyone is very happy with the arrival of a little life in the family. After this, Tim and Mary shift to another house, and now Tim was so happy in his life that he does not even need to travel time. Then we see that on Polly's first birthday, everyone comes to Tim's house except Catherine. Then we see Catherine's boyfriend, who comes and tells Tim that Catherine and I had a fight, after which she drinks and drives furiously and gets into an accident. After this, Tim and Mary rush to the hospital, and after seeing Catherine, Tim can't stand to see her in pain, so he goes to the past and drives the car himself and saves Catherine at the right time. Now Tim and Mary think about improving Catherine's life, because she has had a breakup and she was completely broken. So to help her, Tim tells her the truth about time travel and takes her to that New Year's night so that he can stop Catherine from meeting the boy who was going to ruin Catherine's life. Catherine comes to that party and slaps that boy, after which both the siblings come back to their time, and Tim tells Catherine to live with his friend Jai. After this, Tim happily returns to his home, but he sees that due to time travel, his daughter Polly has been replaced by a son who is an unknown child for Tim. After this, he talks to his father about this, who tells him that a boy has been born instead of a girl, because you had time traveled and gone much before the birth of the girl. And if you keep doing this, then every time your child will also keep changing. He takes a difficult decision and goes to the past and lets Catherine have an accident again so that he can get his daughter back, and reaches the time when Tim and Mary went to see Catherine in the hospital, where Tim and Mary insist and tell Catherine forget that boy and move forward with Jay, and she agrees to this. Now time passes and Tim and Mary have another child. Then one day they come to know that Tim's father James has cancer, after which Tim goes to his father and says that I will go to the past and change this thing. But his father says that there are some things that we humans can never change. He tells him that there is one more secret, which is very important to tell you, and only by doing this you will be able to be happy with your abilities and life will become better. You just have to live every day of life in two parts. In the first part of the day, you have to live a normal life like ordinary people and face your work without time traveling. And in the second part, after spending the whole day, you have to travel in time at night. and spend the same day again. And this time you have to feel the beauty of the day, which you missed the first time. Tim does the same, and now he starts living every day happily and better by feeling the beauty around him. And then one day, he comes to know that his father has passed away. But before the last rites, Tim travels through time to meet his father for the last time, where he knew that Tim has come here after his death. And they both spend time with each other. And then Tim comes back, and whenever he feels like it, Tim goes to the past to spend time with his father. But then one day Mary tells him that she wants another child. But this is a difficult task for Tim. The decision was because if they have another child, he will not be able to go to the time before the birth of that child to meet his father. This can change the future of that child. But he cannot break Mary's heart either, so he agrees to her. After this, in the next scene, we see that before Tim has a child, he goes to meet his father one last time and tells him that this is their last meeting, after which he takes Tim with him. And both of them travel through time to Tim's childhood to relive their memories and spend the whole day with each other for the last time. After this, Tim now starts living his life in the present and spends time happily with his loved one. He has now stopped time traveling, and now he finds happiness in every normal day and starts making life special like this. And now he had understood that everyone is doing time travel in their life. So everyone needs to travel to every moment of life. You should give your best of the day and not waste your life, but live it by making it even better. So friends, if you get the power to time travel, then which place would you like to go to, and what would you like to do? Do tell us by commenting. And to see such interesting stories, I hope you liked this movie explained video. If you want to see more similar movie explained videos, then you can watch this video by clicking here. Now I go and see you in the next video.